and I realized this, that the unsaved will try to say, well, that's why I don't want to become a Christian. Too much you got to give up. We'll understand here that there are just some things that you're going to have to give up. You're going to grow in your faith. You're going to grow past where you're at. Number two. On what must I feed if I'm to become a mature Christian? What am I to feed on? Brother, Everett, if what you're saying, what must I feed on to become a mature Christian? Notice what verse 2 says. Notice what the Apostle Peter says. As newborn babes desire the pure milk of what? The Word. The pure milk of the Word, that you may grow thereby. You know, proper food for proper growth. That's maybe a slogan you may have heard at some point over the past several years. There's been a big push in America to start eating more healthy. We're a nation of junk food addicts, and it's beginning to tell on our healthcare system. And so one of the things that has been pushed, and I understand there's some aspects that what they're saying is true. You know, we don't eat right, and we do need to eat better. Eat better and be more healthy. Eat more healthy, then we wouldn't have some of the medical problems that we're currently having. And numbers show that we're not eating healthy, and I understand that. I'm understanding at the age that I'm at, it's becoming more increasingly important that I try to take better care of myself. When we're young, we think we're supermen, don't we? Think you ladies, you're Wonder Woman. You can do that twirly thing and lightning and flashings, and you know, you can jump tall buildings at a single, big toddlers at a single step. You know, men, we think we're Superman, men of steel. Of course, I've heard Brother Roy said if he knew he was going to live so long, he wouldn't have been so wild when he was young. You know. A lot of men are that place, I think. Because we're not eating healthy, it has affected us in so many other ways. Let me ask you this morning, what are you feeding your mind on? What are you feeding your heart, your soul? What are you feeding yourself? What are you, those innermost place where that make up who we are? What are you feeding that part of you? Church, I submit to you that what you're feeding your mind, your heart, your soul, your spirit are so much more important than what you feed your body. If we have come to understand that we're feeding our bodies wrong, and we're understanding how so very important it is to feed ourselves physically better than what we're doing, church, I submit to you that your spiritual part of who you are is that much more important. You understand what I'm saying? It's that much more important. If it's so important to feed and eat right physically, how much more spiritually? How much more spiritually? Oh, we are affected by what we take in. That's a spiritual and a physical truth.